Let's ruin our lives.
Getting pissed at high tides, chewing up like cyanide. Please don't revive. Let's ruin our lives. Some pills in acid, nails in my casket. That sounds romantic. To just ruin our lives.
それじゃあビデオ見てもらいます。寝んなよ。
Okay, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves and what instruments you play?
They ice fish. Okay,
Okay, so I'll start first. My name is Lex Kelly. I am the vocalist for Starfire. Just representing Starfire tonight at the Starlite Lounge. And, just thankful to have this awesome band. We're still a new band, so we just came together earlier this year. So feel free to follow us, Facebook or Instagram.
Hey guys, I'm Tyler. I play the bass.
I'm Xavier, and I play the guitar.
I am George, and I play the drums.
Ice cream cone.
So you
Darn it,
guys,
ice cream cone.
you guys just formed this year? Like how long ago?
Kind of like the end of the year, but we actually started putting in work like the beginning of the year, like January-ish. Our first show was February 14th for Valentine's Day. Yep. Love Sucks at the Blues.
Oh, nice.
All you gotta do it tonight.
Next one's called Blackfire.
These wicked minds
meet?
She couldn't get it off.
I'll go. I'm the newest one. I got here end of March, early April, and I just found a couple of Facebook groups, music groups on Facebook, like Arizona musicians. I think there was Phoenix area musicians. There's a couple other ones too, but just put a little outreach message out there, and these guys scooped me up pretty quickly.
Scooped him up. Mm-hmm.
Did you guys have a different bass player?
We were trying to get it off clean.
No, we didn't have a bass player. He was our first one, and we weren't really looking at the time. He just kind of fell from heaven like a little angel. Just a little fucking bass angel.
Did you three already know each other? Oh.
Nope.
Oh, really?
So what happened was, like, because I had a band before, Roadhouse Royalty. They're snowbirds, so they flew back home, and so I wasn't doing much. So I was just doing collaborations with local guitarists, and Xavier was doing some shows too, where he was just doing his guitar work, and we kind of linked up just to jam out, and then things worked out. Like, you know what I mean? So it started off just as jamming out, and then we're like, hey, we should get together again. We didn't really just talk about it; it just kind of happened on its own. And then we're like, hey, we should get a drummer, we should get a bass player, and it just kind of worked itself out. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
That's pretty cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's old school in a way. Like,
You want to talk first?
Tell them about your other band that we don't talk about anymore. No.
A few years ago, like almost 10 years ago, because before I met them, I didn't play for like a lot of years, and the band that I was in, it was kind of like semi-professional stuff, and then when we broke up, I just completely quit music. I quit listening to music and everything about music, and then one day I was drinking. I was drinking when I answered her ad. Because I was drinking, I was listening to music, and then I was reminiscing. I was reminiscing of jamming again and stuff, and so I saw her ad, and then I answered her ad, and that's how I met her.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
What role did the drinking play in that?
Yeah. Why did you insist on putting that?
My drunk self got me here with these people. Okay. See, because when I stopped playing music, I sort of stopped drinking also.
Right.
And then just one day I was just drinking and I was listening to music and I was like, wow, man, it would be kick ass to fucking jam again and stuff. And my drums, I paid a lot of money for my drums and they're just sitting there collecting dust. And so when I was all buzzed and stuff like that, I'm listening to music and I saw her ad. I was like, man, well, I'm a drummer. She says she's looking for a drummer. So I said, I'm a drummer. And then somebody in her ad recognized me and said, pick him. He's a good drummer.
Yep.
So that's how I got into this band.
Well, I started with Arrowhead, but we broke up. She hit me up at one of the shows I was doing lights for. I do lights on the side, but I liked it when we met up, and she said she knew a drummer. That's when we met this guy at his house.
Give it
up to Fort Tyler.
All right, the next one's one of our newest songs, also one of my favorite, Wicked Minds. How many of you got the house Wicked Minds? You feel right up my hands, stand by your pain. As monsters all around your head. One.
supporting local music. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Starlite Lounge, for having us here tonight. Let's slow it down real quick. Let's slow it down right now. Covered in guilt and all.
some more rock and roll, baby. Are you still with me? Yeah! I can't hear you. Yeah!
Oh, I was gonna say what I think is awesome about this band is everybody just left a former band. You know what I mean? It's like we all just came from our bands. He had Cypher's existence. They had been stagnated for a while or whatever, but we all just came from other bands, and it's just weird. It's like I always think of it like they say one man's loss is another man's treasure. It's kind of like that, you know what I mean? And the timing was perfect. So
We had a
yeah, pretty awesome.
What did
I
the
had
ad
over the
say?
tape
Like,
player.
did it specify
We had
the
a
type of
tape
music?
player, man.
Or
In like
because you guys are very
1990,
diverse in your
we had a bus with a tape
Yeah.
player.
I liked a lot.
Remember how rare they were? And
I think that was mentioned that we wanted something. We didn't have like a particular sound or genre. It was like we wanted to have everybody's influences combined to create a new sound that was different than what's out there. Something
halfway
unique.
through the country, they started bitching.
Everybody got a little punk in them. Everybody got a little punk.
We all got a little punk in us.
We all got a little punk in us. I would say Jorge maybe a bit more. I don't know.
He put in.
That's a tough one.
Don't be shy. Heather. Robin. Yeah. Maybe we
Glendale, man. Yeah, that was fun. Hey, we really appreciate you guys' support when you come up front like that. It's like fuel to the fire. You just can't get enough of it. Zombie. Is it zombie time? Anybody believe in zombies? Hey, anytime there's a question, do you believe in this? My answer is most likely gonna be yeah. But yeah, no. Zombies, anybody sucking their life out of ya. Face the shadows in the night. Wake up like that leaves the pride. Something lurking in the night. Something moving from the side. You gotta stay full of your fear. Memorized by the unreal. Step running in the mess. They bring their feet up on your flesh. They will feed upon your flesh. Till there is nothing left. They are creatures in the night. You're the victim in their sight. They will feed upon your flesh. Till there is nothing left. The apocalypse came. 'Cause zombies rise. Across the desert sky.
changes every night. What you feel, they say is not dead. They will feed upon your death. Still there is asking that. They are creatures in the night. Here's the snatches every night. Creatures in the night. Creatures in the night. Creatures in the night. You're the And if that creature's your ex, girlfriend or boyfriend, you better not call him when you leave here.
They were in black
How
and
long
white.
have you been singing?
Oof. Gosh. So my singing kind of transition genres, I guess. You don't want to know when it started off because it's corny, but anyways, it started off when I was a little kid. We would go to the neighborhood and we would knock on people's doors and be like, can we sing our song to you? And we'd sing this like corniest little kid songs, but people liked it, you know what I mean? But I didn't really do music for a while until I got a little bit out of high school. And the original genre I was doing before was more like R&B, hip hop, soul, a little bit of rapping, a little bit of this and that. And then slowly kind of went more into alternative. And then I was in a blues southern rock band over a year ago. And that was that last band I was in. And then I transitioned now into some heavy metal. Just like all music, you know what I mean? So I try not to limit myself and no boundaries.
How long have you been playing bass?
I've been playing bass. Where did I pick one up? I started playing, I've kind of been involved in music for a long time, since middle school, high school time. Started out on guitar for a little bit. I still got a handful in my home, and then I picked up a bass probably, 2026 now, probably 7 years ago, 8 years ago or so, something like that. Just something different I picked up. I was like, wow, this is actually kind of sick. It's more proportional to me, too, a little bigger.
I was gonna say,
Than a little.
Every time I went to go shoot you, I had to go up.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and then I like feeling the floor rumble beneath my feet when I hit the strings pretty hard. It's a pretty cool feeling. Yeah, it's cool.
I started playing guitar when I was 12. I'm 26 now. Yeah, when I started with classical guitar. I didn't have internet on the reservation. Only internet I had was my uncle's house. I download tabs off of there, and that's how I learned. Other than that, was playing with bros, high school. But I like to believe rock and roll, metal, this and that, doesn't need to be perfect while playing. It's about what you do with each other, how you interact with the people.
For sure.
That you know what I mean.
For sure.
Yep.
That's a very punk attitude.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Anyways, I grew up surrounded by music. My uncles, my dad was a singer, and he was a singer in a mariachi band, and my uncles, they were all in norteño bands, these Mexican bands and stuff like that. So I was always surrounded by musicians and all that stuff, and my dad, when I first started, I started as a guitar player. My dad bought me my first guitar in high school, freshman in high school. But he wanted me to play with him, in the Mexican mariachi band. But what happened was when I was 5, at the parking swap at the swap meet in the 70s, Kiss was big, and so there was a booth with nothing but Kiss stuff, posters, records, 8-track tapes, and stuff like that. And my dad thought it was clown music for kids, and he bought me a Kiss record. And ever since then, that's how I got into rock. And so when my dad bought me the guitar, I didn't want to play that. I wanted to play rock.
For those of you that don't know, we keep bandanas handy for our sweat. Okay, so the next one is called Her Darkness. We're gonna kind of slow it down a little bit to catch our breath, but still give you some hardcore riffs.
She's trapped in darkness, wicked ways. Her echoes after clear her whispers. Desire is all we feel her say. You want it bad in every way. Fading light, way to stay. Her footsteps fall from way. She's trapped in darkness, can't break free. Her silent chains indulging greed. Every step you're left to fight. From her darkness, up from sight. Locked inside her darkness, can't break free. Whoa! Her memories like shattered glass, getting through inside the past. Whispers turn to auto cries. Drowning out what's blue skies. Trapped in darkness, wicked ways. Darkness everywhere. Darkness going wild. Trapped in darkness, wicked ways. Oh, whispers left unclear, echoes from night to day. Silence or his darkness, you know what I mean? Yeah. Somebody did. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, I think this is our last song. This is our last song. This
This is our last song, but don't let it fool you, because this song's pretty powerful. If you've ever gone to war, physically or mentally, this one's for you. Ready for war they came, one by one to fight, for the reason in their hearts, spirit filled with might. There's another thing going on at the Blues, so we appreciate everybody that's stuck here to see all the bands tonight. Follow us on Starfire if you like what you hear, and we're going to have another show next week and the weekend after, so come check us out.
You guitar players that are out there, we're looking for our second guitar player, okay? We'll be holding auditions for that real soon. And so I'm saying it now. We need somebody.
I was going to say on that note too, we just want somebody who's as committed as us, because we have a couple people, but to me it's like if you really want to be part of the band, you should be excited about it, and you know what I mean? Things happen, but communicate. We just want someone who just has that same thrive that we do. Thank you guys. Follow us on Starfire, Facebook, Instagram.
You have a YouTube? You need a YouTube.
We do have one, but we just haven't really put much on there. You started one, didn't you? Oh.
You know, it mills.
Let's Ruin Our Lives. Thank you guys for having us too. Yeah. Let's Ruin Our Lives. That's where you find them.
I was drinking beer. I was holding everything.
Cool.
I love living in the city.
Well, hello, and good existence to everyone out there anywhere in this ever-expanding universe. You've been fortunate enough to be chosen to participate in this new Millennium's punk rock-based podcast. Let's ruin our lives! Together we will discuss very important issues such as music, comedy, pain, spiritual extortion, the importance of kindness and of love, freedom through ritual ecstasy, and the completely unbearable weight of authoritarian compliance. Please enjoy your show, subscribe, like, and comment below, and always remember that William Blake said, "I must create a system or be enslaved by another man's." Now have a good life. I must create a system or be enslaved by another man's. I must create a system or be enslaved by another man's. I must create a system or be enslaved by another man's. Let's ruin our lives.